All right, we should be good to go here. Go. It's sorted the fuck out. It's sorted out. And we gotta do one more thing here. Gotta do this here. Gotta do this here so we can get some.
But we have new reports saying that up to 9,000 jobs are going to be cut across the entire company, including some jobs in the Xbox gaming division. That is actually according to Variety. So we've known for a few days now that the Microsoft layoffs are coming right around the corner. There will probably be an update to this story later today, but I am recording this at 8:09 a.m. And here's what we know so far. So first thing, this impacts about 4% of the Xbox gaming division.
Yeah, so they laid off like 10,000 people. It's fucking crazy. Why? How did my dude get all fucking off center over here? How the fuck did you get so off center, bro? All right, let's see here.
And here's what we know about how it's going to impact gaming in the letter from Phil Spencer. Today, we are sharing decisions that will impact colleagues across our organization to position gaming for enduring success and allow us to focus on strategic growth areas. We will end our decreased work in certain areas of the business and follow Microsoft's lead in removing layers of management to increase agility and effectiveness. Out of respect for those impacted,
and we're hiring a bunch of foreign temporary foreign
and any organizational shifts will be shared by our team leaders in the coming days. I recognize that these changes come at a time when we have more players, games, and gaming hours than ever before. Our platform, hardware, and game roadmap have never looked stronger. The success we're seeing currently is based on tough decisions we've made previously. We must make choices now.
So our success is based on the fact that we've made decisions like this before. So fuck you and your jobs. We know what we're doing to keep making money. What are you doing to keep making money? Ha 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 ha! Evil Microsoft.
Is the discipline to prioritize the strongest opportunities. We will protect what is thriving and concentrate effort on areas where the greatest potential, while delivering on the expectations the company has for our.
This is your daily reminder that corporations don't give a hell about you. They don't give a rat's ass about you. Remember this. Remember this when your corporate overlords ask you to work overtime. Be like, oh, well, you know, it might make you look good for the promotion. Yeah, no. Yes, right. Exactly. They mean shareholders' profits. They mean profits for them. They say protect what is thriving. They mean profits for the shareholders. Literally it. That's it. Not a damn thing else. That's all they mean. Also, look at this. I think we got top fans. Be the first to do the leaderboard thing. Live chat or super chat. Apparently, we've got XP for the chat. So get chatting in the chat. And apparently, you get XP. I don't know. It's some new thing that they put in.
Our business. This focused approach means we can deliver exceptional games and experiences for players for generations to come. Prioritizing our opportunities is essential, but that does not lessen the significance of this moment. Simply put, we would not be where we are today without the time, energy, and creativity of those whose roles are impacted. These decisions are not a reflection of the talent, creativity, and dedication of the people involved. Our momentum is not accidental. It is the result of years of dedicated effort from our teams. HR is working directly with impacted employees to provide severance plan benefits aligned with local laws, including pay, healthcare coverage, and job placement resources to support their transition. Employees whose roles were eliminated are encouraged to explore.
Our momentum is not accidental. We've We've fucked all kinds of people over to get. Do you know how many fucking bridges we've burned and how many people we fucked over to get here? Do you have any clue? Do you? Do you know how hard we've had to fuck people over to get to where we are? Do you know? Do you have any clue? No, because you've never fucked anybody this hard before. Never.
Positions across Microsoft Gaming.
Phil
where their
Spencer is
applications
fucking
and
just.
priority will be. Thank you to everyone who has shaped our culture, our products, and our community. We will move forward with deep appreciation and respect for all who have contributed to this journey. Phil. Now, like I said, we're not going to know the full scope of this until later, but we're starting to get some reports about how the studio is going to be impacted. I will probably be making a second video later today to give you an update. Here's some quotes we have out of the Variety report. Microsoft said, "We continue to implement organizational and workforce changes that are necessary to position the company and teams for success in a dynamic marketplace." Unfortunately, as Phil said in his internal memo, having the most players and the most hours played and all of those fancy statistics has not seemed to help them avoid having these layoffs. And this is going to impact Microsoft as a whole yet again. 9,000 roles is as big as the last massive layoff that they announced. I am, for one, shocked that they would have this level of layoffs yet again.
Oh, you're shocked, are you, Destin? You're shocked. Wow. Your shock fucking shocks me. Destin's shock shocks me. It's like, oh, you didn't fucking expect this from these clowns? Like, what? What are we talking about, bro? Come on.
Across the company. Variety has confirmed the total number of staff impacted is under 4% of Microsoft's global workforce, which totals approximately 228,000 employees. You know, if this continues, I do wonder, like, what is their workforce going to look like in the near future as we keep hearing about
They're
this again.
They're gonna look like,
again.
I'll tell you what they're gonna look like. They're gonna look like Indians. They're gonna be Indians. That's basically it.
And again. And here's what the Variety article also said: to position gaming for enduring success and allow us to focus on strategic growth areas, we will end or decrease work in certain.
The people who used to call you pretending to be Microsoft are going to be calling you actually working for Microsoft.
Areas of the business and follow Microsoft's lead in removing layers of management to increase agility and effectiveness. Microsoft Gaming Chief Phil Spencer said in a memo to staff Wednesday morning, out of respect for those impacted today, the specifics of today's notifications and any organizational shifts will be shared by your team leaders in the coming days. That's actually an excerpt from his internal memo. So in addition to that, we do have one report coming in about somebody who has been impacted. We know that the Everwild team is reportedly being impacted. Xbox's Everwild reportedly canceled as layoffs hit Sea of Thieves developer.
All right.
You folks to brace yourselves today, and that's exactly what's needed.
Oh,
Following
shit.
News earlier that
damn, son, that's brutal.
to hit
Trazen
Xbox
isn't even
games.
included in the
Being reported
leaderboard
that
points.
Rare is now one of the
Brutal.
studios affected, and its Everwild project has seemingly been
YouTube hates
canceled as a result.
Trazen.
This is coming from outlet VGC.
What's up,
It says that
Gillivan?
people with
Yeah,
knowledge of
dude,
the
I
project have
took
now
a
been
few days
informed
off
of
at the
its
beginning of this week and
announced way
shit.
back at Microsoft
Last
Expo
week and
19
shit. I just
showcase
kind
in
of took it
London.
easy for a bit. Now
Everwild
we're
was
just here
supposed
talking
to be
shit
a shared world experience that built on the
Now we're just here
foundations
talking
laid
shit.
down by
about fucking Microsoft and them fucking laying off thousands of people just to subsequently apply for temporary work visas for foreigners to come in and work in the exact same locations. So there's that. Four haircuts a month for 150. Why would you want four fucking haircuts a month? Who the fuck gets their haircut 4 times a month? That's pretty fucking stupid. That is pretty stupid. What's up with you, Gilliman?
By 2018 Sea of Thieves. Let's actually check. Sources: Everwild has been canceled as Xbox layoffs hit rare. This is from Andy Robinson. This is actually from this morning also. Sorry, Andy. Had I known it was sourced to you, I would have went to you directly. VGC has asked Microsoft for comment on this story and will update it when we receive a response. Including its prototype phase, Everwild has been in development for over a decade. So, you know, I think unfortunately at some point you do have to pull the plug on a project like that. It's just unfortunate that it has to come this way with sweeping layoffs to a developer. Jason Schreier also confirms that the full scale of today's Xbox layoff is not yet clear, but you can expect more news of project cancellations and job cuts as the U.S. West Coast wakes up. Some studios are planning meetings within the next 2 hours. And in addition to that, Sherwood News.
Yeah, we know. They get fucking laid off. Thanks for dragging this out, Destin. Thanks for dragging it out, buddy. IGN, oof.
Coming up on this week's
Yikes.
episode of
Listen to
Unlocked.
these fucking goofballs talk. I don't want to hear anything they have to fucking say. Fucking the act man, huh? Buddy's like super hit and miss for me. What else we got here? 2 hours ago here.
So
Forza
the
team's
layoffs at
great.
Xbox
Great.
and
Forza team,
Microsoft
yes. Because we didn't want a new fucking Forza or anything. Fucking idiots.
continue. This is going to impact 4% of its total workforce and largely impact Xbox's gaming division.
Chat leaderboards,
as we
guys.
get-
Chat leaderboards. Make sure you get them chats. What is it? Top fans. Let's see here. Place for fans to stand out in the community. Top 3 get special badges in live chat. It resets every stream, so you can always try again. How do you get on the board? You need to collect experience points or XP. Here's how you'll get them. Send messages in live chat, send super chats, or send super stickers. And apparently all of that will contribute towards the top fan or chatter of the day, I guess so.
reports that more and more studios are going to be affected. So, real quick, we know that High Moon Studios has been affected by these Xbox layoffs. This is being reported by Insider Gaming. Here's what they're saying. High Moon Studios, a developer assisting with development on Call of Duty Warzone and other projects, has been affected by the latest Xbox layoffs. Charlie Intel was the first to report on the layoffs on social media. Founded in 2021, High Moon Studios was acquired by Activision in 2008 and was part of the Microsoft purchase in 2023. Since its founding, the studios worked on Call of Duty, Destiny, and Transformers. You might remember they did War for Cybertron and they worked on Destiny 2 Forsaken, one of the best Destiny expansions basically ever made. So that just is what it is. Microsoft has not responded to any request for comment on the layoffs, game cancellations, or studio closures. Should any response be received, it will be added to the story and others. In addition to that, we did get some updates in terms of what studios will be impacted and what games overall will be impacted. I can corroborate that a source close to the situation told Variety that every game featured at Xbox Games Showcase in June is continuing on, and that is from Phil Spencer's note. Microsoft announced layoffs for game director Rich Lambert. They're going to lever on Kotaku already. So if he were to leave the company at 62, I mean, his retirement age.
Cool, Destin. Now do a video about who they're hiring. Y'all seeing this? Y'all seeing
This
her?
is the most disrespectful domination I've ever seen in kickboxing.
Bro, she's crazy. Check
These
her out, bro.
fighters train years to master
Wow.
complex combinations.
Wow.
But Mona Kimura said, nah, I'm good, and picked one move from Taekwondo.
Wow.
Cut kick became her square button,
She's kicking
and she
the
was
shit
not
out of her,
letting
bro.
go. Look at her opponent's face. She's already shook. Step in, eat a kick. Throw hands, eat a kick.
Bro, she getting
Breathe wrong,
kicked
believe it
so
or not,
much, bro.
eat a kick.
He's got
Then she
no
got
answer
really
to this shit.
disrespectful, dropped her and pointed. Back to back to back to back. She's not even trying to hide it anymore. At this point, just take the L and go home.
Bro, she got
Mona really
smoked.
Why learn 100?
Bro, she got smoked. The craziest part is she's a fucking boxer, bro. Bro, her boxing skills are off the charts. It's crazy. What do we got here?
Earlier this year, when Warner Bros. Games shut down Monolith Productions, WB Games San Diego and Player First Games canceling Wonder Woman in the process, and again when EA laid off hundreds of employees, closed Cliffhanger Games, and canceled projects like Black Panther and the next Titanfall, I thought this has to be it. No other.
Oh, is that what you
company could possibly want to
thought?
top
Was it?
this.
Man, these people are so
Unfortunately.
These game journalists, dude, are so fucking naive. And if they're not actually that naive, it's corny as fuck that they're acting that naive. Destin just did. I couldn't imagine that this would happen again. You fucking stooge. You absolute fucking stooge. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Giant corporations shit on people's jobs all the fucking time. You can't believe it's happening again? Bro, that is some naive ass shit. And if you don't, you still sound like a dumb, naive ass bitch. Like, what the fuck? I'm a fucking idiot, man. Fuck. So dumb. Also, you know what makes me mad? And it's completely unrelated? How the fuck you not gonna sell Yakuza 0, bro, for cheap? I didn't get Yakuza 0, this fucking sales cycle, because they wanted to drop a fucking director's cut on fucking Switch 2 that I don't want to overpay for. Brutal. Brutal.
Microsoft leadership seemed to take this as both an invitation and a challenge.
Also, do 2K
After
2K
cutting
games
3%
next.
of its workforce worldwide in May this year, a new
Fucking
wave of
Borderlands.
layoffs has
Get
hit
them the
company.
fuck out of there.
The Seattle Times reported roughly 9,100 employees affected across all of Microsoft, with the overall impact on its
Get
gaming
them out of
division unknown.
here. Why does it say
Bloomberg did
game
note
name
that
fucking...
King, based in Stockholm, and
What? I
ZeniMax
didn't
Media's
fucking
European
set that.
offices were affected, with the former losing
Didn't
about
set that at
200
all.
employees. However, at the time, the full scale of the cuts was unknown in the United States.
Said I was playing Grand Theft Auto. I didn't even
As
fucking
time
said it. I
passed,
said it then
became
done.
clear that this wasn't just a series of layoffs, but an all-out bloodbath. Everwild, Perfect Dark, and ZeniMax Online Studios' next MMO, codenamed Blackbird, have reportedly been canceled. The initiative has been closed. Rare will allegedly undergo restructuring and see layoffs. Undead Labs, currently working on State of Decay 3, has reportedly faced layoffs, though how extensive is unknown. Turn 10 Studios saw over 70 layoffs, according to The Verge, effectively reducing its staff by almost 50%.
Jesus
which
Christ.
is apparently enough to keep Forza Motorsport going.
Well, because they're not planning on doing anything else
Time of
for
writing,
like the
it's
next fucking
unknown whether
year.
ZeniMax Online Studios will see
They're
layoffs.
just, it's just gonna,
because the
they're
overall
pretty
handling
much
of the
leaving
process
it from
has
what
been,
I
to put it
understand.
simply,
They dropped the
embarrassing.
PS5 version with
Bloomberg's
all the
Jason
stuff so they
Schreier
could
noted
milk as
that
much
staff
money
who
as they
worked
could
on
out of it.
Were locked out of their Slack
And then they're just
accounts
gonna leave
without
it for a
any
year.
warning from HR. Leadership
That's
and
my
HR
understanding.
have also yet to confirm their job statuses, though they can still use their official work emails and Microsoft Teams. And
I feel like we need a game
Don't
like
make
this
a
for
joke.
stream, bros.
the way it's been handled,
we
is
need a new stream
unequivocally
game.
horrendous,
We need a new
but
stream
it's
game.
Not just in the United States. King's London
And I don't know if I
Berlin
want it to be
offices
Warhammer
alongside
this
the
time.
Remote workers have also allegedly been hit.
Because
according
Warhammer
to
brings in a
Bloomberg
ton of
Biz.
people, though. man.
Though they noted how it wasn't very surprising.
Everybody
the
comes
process
through to
has
support the
still
Warhammer
been
stuff.
handled
I-
very poorly.
That's one of the things that
Back in
is
the US,
noticeable.
Not even those working on the Call
It's
of
like,
Duty
I start
franchise
streaming
are saying
Warhammer,
Insider
the-
Gaming reported
the bros
layoffs
come
from Sledgehammer
through.
Games and Raven
you stop
Software,
streaming
with the
Warhammer,
actual
they
number
might not
yet to
come
be known.
around.
And yes, Raven is
Which
working
is
on Call
fine,
of
because
Duty Black
that's
Ops
kind
7
of where we
alongside
popped off
Treyarch.
at. It makes
High
sense,
Moon
right?
Studios, which serves as a support studio on Call of Duty Warzone, has seen layoffs. Halo Studios is also reportedly seeing layoffs. One alleged employee worked on Halo Infinite for the past 4 years to turn around, quote, that burning dumpster of a live service. There aren't any reports about South of Midnight developer Compulsion Games, but one former employee recently posted on LinkedIn about seeking a new role, having worked at the studio since June of 2024. You're probably wondering at this point, is that all? Well, no. According to The Verge, the Xbox user research team has also been hit hard. For those unaware, it's a team that focuses on ensuring quality across Xbox games, the platform, and developer tools.
Well, I mean, in fairness, they haven't been doing their fucking job anyway, so... They haven't been doing their fucking job anyway. You've seen the amount of dog shit that just gets fucking dribble pooped out onto Game Pass lately. Let's see here. Toronto Sun reports 300 million in federal climate programs failed to produce new jobs or lower emissions. What a fucking surprise. I wonder where that $300 million went to. It couldn't have possibly been a fucking small business owned by a liberal who has connections to another liberal politician. Couldn't have been. Couldn't have been. There's no possible fucking way Canada would let that happen. All right, let's see here. All right, let's see here.
Windows Central reports that QA in Activision and Blizzard have also been affected.
QA, like I was saying, QA in Activision and Blizzard hasn't fucking existed in years. It's existed in words, and that's it.
Marketing and
they don't.
sales
Nobody
teams.
actually.
If we're talking about,
They
senior
might do
positions,
shit in that
ZeniMax
fucking thing,
Online
but
Studios
nobody's
president
listening to them.
Matt
So
is leaving after over 18 years, while sources told VGC that Greg Mayles and Luis O'Connor will be leaving Rare. Mayles has spent over 35 years at the studio and is best known for Banjo-Kazooie and Sea of
Rare
Thieves.
was a mega
He was
fumble,
also
though.
directing Everwild after the reported 2021 reboot. O'Connor has also been at
Rare
the
was a
studio
mega
for quite some
fumble.
time, having worked on Conker's Bad Fur Day, and is also gone after the cancellation of Everwild. And I would say that's it for now. But no one, not even Microsoft, since this is their fourth set of layoffs in about 18 months, could
when did
possibly
everybody
know.
stop fucking
It's
coming
been,
to hang
for all
out, though?
intents
Was it
and
when I
purposes,
stopped playing? I think it was
bloodbath.
when I stopped playing
But
Warhammer,
you know who
bro.
thinks all of this is
I think
the
it was when I
best
stopped playing
decision and
Warhammer.
the one that will
The
position
algorithm
the
was
brand
like,
for
fuck no.
continued success?
You ain't streaming fuck else, bro.
Microsoft Gaming
You
CEO
can't
Phil
have
Spencer,
happiness.
of
You
course.
just have what you're. You just take
Before
what you're
news
given.
of all these cancellations and layoffs fully circulated,
You just take what you're given, boy. Take what you're given. You're just a fucking YouTube pleb. Just take what you're given. Shut the fuck up. Take the Warhammer attention and either play Warhammer or shut the hell up. Play a Warhammer or shut the hell up about how many people are in this stream. What's up, Dredge? We got leaderboards apparently. So I think what's going to end up happening, you might be able to quote me on this. The Microsoft layoffs is what we're looking at right now. Stuff about the huge Microsoft layoffs. You heard about this? Heard about this one yet? Did you also hear the flip side that AAA gaming is crashing basically. Microsoft, the industry is crashing. And they're trying to salvage what they can for profit. What was I trying to say here? Oh my gosh, I totally lost what I was going to say. People are surprised, but it's like, are you really surprised? Microsoft went on this fucking acquisition fucking crazy. I don't think the Microsoft thing has anything to do with stop killing games, but we'll get to that. We'll get to that. That's a whole nother can of worms we haven't opened up yet. We gotta get some more fucking people in here, though. We gotta get some more people in here so you guys can fight for the leaderboards. I want to see a chat fight. Chat fight for the kings. Entertainment. All right, let's see here. Going to see the new Jurassic World later. I expect it to be trash, though. If you just go into it with like a big fucking bucket of popcorn or like snacks or something and treat it as such. You know, like, do you know if I said the term a popcorn film or a popcorn movie, would you know what I meant?
Part of that strategy is the discipline to prioritize the strongest
Yeah, treat it like a popcorn movie.
opportunities. We will protect what is thriving and concentrate efforts on areas where the greatest potential while delivering on the expectations.
You know what I mean? It's the same way I would treat pro wrestling. It's very similar to the way I would treat pro wrestling, right? We all know what the gig is, right? But we go and enjoy it because it's fucking entertainment and we're watching a performance. Right? You know what I mean? And as long as you leave it at like that face value, you won't really generally get too disappointed.
Expectations the company has for our business. This focused approach means that we can deliver exceptional games and experiences for players for generations to come.
Yeah,
We
I don't
offer
think
the
that's the
usual
case,
spiel
though.
for-
I don't really think that's the case. That what's going on with Microsoft is like the games aren't getting better, bro. They're not getting better.
Those let go. We would not be where we are today without the time, energy, and creativity of those whose roles are impacted. These decisions
We would not be here today. Here, let me translate that from corporate fucking bullshit speak, okay? Let me translate that. Hang on one sec. Let me translate that from corporate bullshit speak to actual fucking
are a
English.
reflection of the talent, creativity, and dedication of the people involved, which is one way of saying it's not you, it's me. But these
Right here. We would not be where we are today without the time and for those who are impacted. No. You would not be here today if you didn't continue to use grimy business practices to get ahead and keep producing profits year over year. Full stop. That's the translation. We're going to pretend we care about the people we're letting go with a statement, But in reality, shareholders are the only ones that fucking matter. Take it from the king, folks. Take it from the king. He knows.
Creativity of those whose roles are impacted. These decisions are not a reflection of the talent, creativity, and dedication of the people involved.
Of course they're not a reflection of it, because the profits are a reflection of it, and you're making them hand over fist year over year. That's it.
Which is one way of saying, it's not you, it's me. But perhaps the most notable is, our momentum is not accidental. It is the result of years of dedicated effort from our teams.
And this easily translates.
Naturally,
This translates right here, this here. Our momentum is not accidental. It is the result of years of dedicated effort from our teams. The first part is word for word. I don't need to translate that. You guys understand that just as is. But it is the result of years of dedication. From fucking people over, throwing people under the bus, buying shit and closing it down, and constantly pumping out profits to shareholders in an attempt to continuously yield bigger and bigger and growing results every year. Regardless of what bridges we've burned or people we've fucked over in the process. In other words, basically, do you know how much blood we have on our fucking hands? You really want to argue with me? Matt Booty.
cancellation of
Oh, you want to talk about booty? You want to talk about booty? This whole fucking layoff situation is booty. Hey, remember that time that Nintendo shit was all fucked up and the fucking top CEO, the president, took a fucking 50% payoffs or a 50% pay decrease so nobody lost their job? I think we need to be pointing to that fucking sign right now. I really think we need to point to that fucking sign right now. Remember when he did that?
with an internal email confirming the
I
cancellation
don't see Phil Spencer taking no fucking cuts. Betcha he ain't getting no cuts.
of Perfect Dark and
His bag's still fat.
winding down of several unannounced projects, which seemingly includes Zenny.
And listen, I am all about people like kicking ass and, you know what I mean, and getting the bag from hard work and stuff like that. But there's got to be a point where everything's on fire, right? There's got to be a point where you look around you and everything's on fire, right? You're killing like somewhere between 3 and 5% of your entire fucking workforce in one fell swoop. And you could have you and 10 other people at the top could have taken pay cuts and prevented this. Can't do that. 10 people versus 10 people versus 10,000. The 10 people have more money. 10,000 people lose. Who are like unfathomably fucking wealthy, right? Could have taken pay cuts that wouldn't have fucking changed their way of life whatsoever, assuming that they use their money even remotely fucking wisely, even with the slightest bit of intelligence or wisdom. You know what I mean? It wouldn't have been an issue for any of them.
Unchanged, which is
And this is where you start seeing huge gaps in wealth, right? This is where the like disparity comes from between like the ultra rich or just rich in general, right? The 1% or whatever they say. The 1% can easily take on the 99% as far as the systems in place go, right? The only chance the 99% would ever fucking have is to kind of like just be like, no, we're not dealing with this shit. That's when you get sort of like uprisings and fucking all that shit.
to build games that
But this is where the other shit comes in, where the 1% just gets the other 99% to fight against each other, so they're never actually at 99%. So then they can never get anything together. And this is where you get the left and the right. This is where you get the left and the right. And I'm guilty of it, not like I'm guilty of like being having my opinions changed by it, right? When people are fucking sitting there going, you know, and you know you're not fucking a part of this shit, or it's not, it, you know, stats don't reflect it, and they're sitting there going da 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 da, and you're like, that's not fucking based in reality. What I'm saying is based in reality, then it makes it hard for the two groups to get together. Because one group of people pretends what they say is based in reality, and then the other group of people says what's actually based in reality, and then they fight about what reality is. And that's where you end up in 2025. And that's how you end up in 2025. Big 2025, Trench. Big 2025, buddy. We're here. Where's all the chatters at, boys? We got leaderboards, boys. Get in the chat. Talk it up. YouTube gave us this new feature. Let's use it.
Our players continue to grow our
Let's not pretend that we don't want Twitch, some of the cool Twitch-like features on YouTube, right? Let's not pretend that. Some of the stuff they got on Twitch makes sense. Twitch just sucks. What's that fucking guy's name who runs Twitch? Tom Clancy? Tom Clancy, Operation Rainbow Twitch? Fucking Tom Clancy over there running fucking Twitch straight into the fucking ground.
biggest franchises and create new stories, worlds, and characters. There are apparently over 40 projects in active development and continued momentum on games launching this fall. And no, we don't know any of these titles outside of The Outer Worlds 2. Furthermore, it has a strong slate going into the next year. What is the point of this section, other than to inspire confidence among those left that Microsoft isn't dying anytime soon, or perhaps no further cancellations are on the way? Thinking back to the end of Spencer's note, now might not be the right time to brag about continued momentum. Then again, Booty is the one who looked at rumors about troubled development.
Booty hole.
The opposite. He also called reports of
Booty hole
rebooting in 2021 as a little extreme.
Booty hole from Microsoft.
Do I expect
what's his name? John Booty hole from Microsoft.
No, but then again, I also don't
John Booty hole from Microsoft.
Xbox.
The only remaining Microsoft employee, John Booty hole. They're moving their entire workforce to India. The people who called you pretending to be Microsoft are now actually Microsoft. Dun dun dun.
Has in the works after my colleagues and coworkers lost
Bro,
their
we're in a
jobs.
fucking simulation. We have to be.
So, with
There's
all
no
of that out of
way.
the way, Microsoft's tally for layoffs in 2025 sits at over 15,000 employees thus far. The real question, at least for the time being, is what hasn't been canceled? Apparently, everything from the recent Xbox game showcase, conveniently enough, is safe, according to Windows Central. It's also been suggested that the company's
I haven't been
next
canceled,
console plans remain
but I have a
unaffected.
feeling I'm only a few
Part
fucking
of the
comments away
consumer
from that
ratings
happening.
have seen constant declines. Then again, I don't know if you can boast about. The
I have a
revenue
feeling I'm
from
probably only a few
services
fucking
too
comments
much.
away from that happening.
Minecraft, followed by Game Pass, contribute heavily to the same. Taking a step back, it's easy to look at all this and simply blame Microsoft. And make no mistake, it really is.
It's easy to just blame Microsoft. We're not gonna, bro. Mr. Gaming Bolt, we're not about to start defending the multi-billion-dollar corporation, are we? We're not about to do that, are we? We're not doing that, right? Trench, tell me we're not doing that. Anybody else who is in chat, tell me we're not doing that. That's not what we're doing, right?
Spencer and crew have been at the helm for some of the company's biggest failings. The closure of Tango Gameworks, Arcane Austin, and Alpha Dog Studios, increasing the price of major first-party games to $80, declining hardware revenue, multiple years with no games to offer loyal fans, high-profile disappointments like Halo Infinite at launch and Redfall. Depending on who you ask, even releasing first-party titles to PlayStation 5 and Nintendo Switch, which proved financially successful, was viewed as the company admitting defeat in the console wars, which, going by the numbers, should be a given. You may think that cancellations of Everwild and Perfect Dark are justified, given years of troubled development. Yet Microsoft oversaw both studios and dozens of others. When a 2022 report emerged about a
Plus, I'm gonna assume that at least a good portion of these people, or a sizable portion of these people, were probably doing some dog shit work, right? You know what I mean? Let's not act like they've had the biggest talent pool that any of these fucking, right? All the talent is making stuff like Claire Obscure, right? All the actual talent is doing stuff like that, right? They've left, they fucked off, they've gotten out of the whole like corporate bullshit. Most of them, some of them pretended, some of them are role playing like they've got out of it, but they're actually still in it. And then fucking companies like the company who made Larian Studios, the company that made Baldur's Gate and Divinity, like they're kind of doing it the way it's supposed to be done, right? They're not too many like that, man. They're not too many cut from that cloth.
toxic work environment at Undead Labs.
That's not to say that that's not to say that Microsoft and Larian are comparable, but they're two totally different types of entities as a whole. So, I mean, we could compare the studios they've shut down to Larian, right? In terms of like just the all-out quality of their work, right? And what tends to thrive and why that might be.
Under its new studio head and HR head, leading to numerous departures and stalled development on State of Decay 3, Microsoft was specifically called out for not acting sooner. In the past, Phil Spencer has admitted the upper management was hands-off, leaving studios to their own machinations, which was the reason, among many, why Redfall shipped in its sorry state. He then claimed that the team did a better job helping with Bethesda's Starfield, but even if you're a fan of it, there's no denying the bugs, glitches, crashes, and quality of life issues that it shipped with, after delays at that. However, if we're outlining everything that Microsoft has done wrong with the Xbox brand, you could go all the way back to 2013, and some people have, pointing to Microsoft effectively nailing its own coffin shut with how it presented the Xbox One. Even after backtracking on Kinect, always online requirements, used game ownership, and a focus on TV media, it was still effectively sent to die against the PS4 later that year. Some may even go back further and blame its focus on Gears of War, Forza, and Halo, the top three as it were, and the inability to nurture new franchises, which prompted the acquisition of Ninja Theory, Compulsion Games, Playground Games, and many more in the years to come. Whether that acquisition fueled mayhem and the less than stellar returns are to blame or not, this process of acquiring studios and then shuttering them after however many years isn't all that surprising. Flashback to 2021.
Microsoft has been doing this for fucking years, bro. Bro, this is how Microsoft got to where they are. When they made that statement of, oh, this is not a mistake. It's literally not a mistake. They've been fucking buying stuff out and closing it down for years, bro. Bro, people have been making fun of Microsoft for doing this shit for years.
On shutting down Lionhead Studios in
This fucking it's an ongoing joke.
2006. What did we learn?
Like it's a fucking like 2 or 3 decade long running joke.
You acquire a studio for what they're great at now, and your job is to help them accelerate how they do what they do, not them accelerate what you do. Based on everything that's happened, it seems that leadership at Microsoft Gaming and Xbox Game Studios has a long way to go. Many are still wondering why leadership figures are still in charge given the brand's failures over the past several years. We've heard Xbox President Sarah Bond talking about a new multi-year partnership with AMD across a portfolio of devices, including next-generation Xbox consoles, where one of the stated goals was to deliver immersive gameplay and player experiences enhanced with the power of AI. However, Microsoft signed a deal with OpenAI in 2019, though Business Insider reported tensions between the two companies, casting some doubts on whether their partnership can last until 2030. That being said, Microsoft has still invested a whopping $13 billion into it thus far. All that money has to come from somewhere, and unfortunately, we may be seeing the results of that. Of course, that still doesn't excuse the current direction of Xbox, whatever that may currently be. Yes, Forza Horizon 5, Indiana Jones, and The Great Circle and Sea of Thieves are successful on PlayStation 5. And while I was somewhat optimistic about Microsoft taking a multi-centric approach to offering its games on numerous platforms,
yeah, they just ain't really built like the Nintendo execs of old, I guess. They ain't built like that.
This is an Xbox marketing campaign. Or why the company had to tie up.
Oh, I pulled my
release a
fucking
$500
back a bit.
3S Xbox
Fucked,
Edition
man.
at
I
limited
can't work
supplies,
out or
but
anything.
None of its titles support VR.
It's
As
brutal.
great a deal as Game Pass has been for the company,
This is gonna
it
fuck
hasn't
my
seen
weight
anywhere
loss a
near
little
the
bit,
level
I
of
think.
growth in the past few years as when it began. The amount that Microsoft is investing in it continues to grow, however, and even if it's helping many players discover brand new titles, the argument that it's effectively cannibalizing first-party sales will never truly go away. The industry as a whole has faced unprecedented instability since the COVID-19 pandemic ended, with layoffs.
Oh my god, look, Tim Hortons immigrants versus Canadian. Oh my god. The fucking sentiment is Canada is cooked. Canada is cooked, boys. Xbox canceled more games and more layoffs.
Xbox.
Yeah. I don't want to hear your
learned thus far
shenanigans. Just get me to the
still
story,
enjoy.
unless it's just
it's
the
still
same
a
shit we heard in the
franchise
other
that holds
videos.
A lot of weight. It's something that can't. But you got to get rid of so many people at the same time. You have to get rid of to find a support. What's the over a benefit for them?
Yeah, this
So they
sounds like
don't
the
want
same
to-
shit we already listened to. What's this here now? Damn, a $5 million fucking warehouse. That's crazy.
Video game warehouse in the country. The inventory on these shelves is worth millions of dollars.
Bro.
One of them is called Dusty Games.
Bro, look at this shit. This is crazy.
The owner, Bobby, has agreed to give me an inside look at how this business works and let me ask him my spiciest questions. What can you tell me about the kinds of numbers that a business like this is looking to do?
This industry is very hard. It's very cutthroat. The margins are terrible.
So when people come to you and say like, hey, I'm thinking about investing in some sealed games, what do you say? So Dusty, I'm totally in awe of the selection that you have here. Can you start off by walking me through and giving me a few games that you think are...
That's fucking impressive, man. That is impressive. Glass stained lands variants. Yeah, I'm saving everything up right now. I should go hit it up though for a minute. See what's going on. Chat's not super active today. You are super active, so thanks for being here. Appreciate that. 5 likes. Appreciate those likes. Thank you guys.
are the coolest on these shelves?
I would go with the Fatal Frames. We got Fatal Frame 1, 2, 3. Right here.
That is wild. Any other games from other consoles that you would say? Wow. That is wild. And what, did it just come from a stack of them over there?
There's actually was a sealed case which was never supposed to be opened because I actually was keeping this for like as a investment per se, but it got opened and here we have.
Dang. I guess I'll start with the question that I know everybody watching is wondering, which is where does this stuff come from?
Well, we work with publishers. So we work directly with the factories, the companies that make the games, and we purchase their either overstock, we get their closeouts, rebuilds, combination of like, hey, whatever they have in stock.
And this older
We're
stuff,
getting-
I mean, some of these
Let's see here. Sticker or the phrases bundle?
games are,
Okay, what's the phrase
30,
bundle?
maybe even 40 years old. Does that mean that they were bought by you?
Let's see here. Let's switch it up and head over and see what all the fuss is about over on Magic. No. No, I do not wish to exit. That is not what I want. Hop into Magic for a minute, I say. I might. Yeah, I got a couple of the phrase bundles. Get a 750? No. No 750. Alternate art Kefka. Edgar, King of Figaro. Yeah, there's some of these that I was still getting, or still wanted to get. But I still haven't gotten yet. And they overcharge. Like, the discrepancy between how much gold and how much gems seems really fucked up. Like, to me, these prices don't make sense. This seems like way less than this. Oh, bro, I'm so fucking sore. Ugh. Pulled some shit putting an air conditioner in. Jesus Christ. Fucking does not feel good. And it's fucking 28 fucking degrees in here now. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be able to fucking take it. Oh, Jesus Christ. So fucking hot. Ugh. Oh. Yeah. No, it doesn't sound good. It's not good, bro. It doesn't feel fucking good. I'm not going to be able to do any extra workouts, man. Fucking suck. Might just have to silently stream fucking Nintendo this afternoon, boys. It's so fucking hot in here. And I could normally put the AC in the window, but I took it out the other day because we had a stretch of cool, and now I fucking hurt my back putting the other one up. And now I can't put this one up because I'll probably just fucking hurt myself even more. So I have to go to the living room if I want to get some fucking cool air. What do we have here for events? Yeah, it's brutal. See, normally I'd just be able to throw it up in the, I suppose I could wheel the other one in here without killing myself. But then get this. If I do too much in this room with the air conditioner, my computer, and all that shit, the fucking, the breaker will throw. And then I'll have to, the power will essentially go out because of the breaker. All from that stuff all being in the same room, basically. Fuck this. Yeah, basically. Fuse basically the same thing. Just a breaker instead. So it just basically turns off. We used to have fuses. But yeah, breaker will go now instead, and then it just, you gotta go flick it, but it still goes off. It still ruins everything. Yeah, so you have to like balance. Like, I can't play games that are too graphically intense when I'm running the AC. And it's like, it's almost guaranteed if we're running, because I think a couple of rooms and the way the electrical is connected, there's a couple of plugs outside of this room that count too. So if a couple of things are going, it's almost guaranteed going out. If I'm AC and playing a game, almost guaranteed going out. If I'm playing a game, AC and streaming, it's almost guaranteed, depending on the game. A game like Magic probably wouldn't do it. A game like Stellar Blade would almost definitely do it. Oh, gee, thanks for the fucking common wild cards that I have 68 of that I can't do fuck all with. Thanks. How generous. How absolutely generous. All right, let's see here. Fuck is this here? What is this here?
Oh! Oh! We're gonna go.
Yo, what's up, Retro? What's going on, man? Where you been? Come over to YouTube. Twitch fucking sucks. Come over to YouTube. Twitch is for fucking losers. Get over here. We're done with those assholes. We're trying to fucking get away from them. And if they want to ban me for saying that, they can eat a dick. They can eat my whole dick. Because I can't stand their fucking platform. Them or their fucking albino Tom Clancy. Fuck them and the albino Tom Clancy. What the fuck is over here on the right, bro? What the shit? Am I fucking losing my fucking mind here? How do I see a fucking scroll thing? What the fuck is the scroll thing I'm seeing on the right hand side, bro? What the fuck is that? I'm fucking tripping the fuck out. Dude. Do you fucking see that on the right? What is that? Oh, you're in the shorts. It's cut off, I think. What the fuck, bro? Oh, it's the fucking alerts. The alerts thing was all wacky. The alerts thing was doing weird shit. The YouTube alerts thing was doing some weird shit where it was like wasn't loading. It was showing a scroll bar. And the scroll bar was over to the left of my Gobbo camera. It was fucking weird. And I couldn't figure out what it was. I couldn't figure out what part of the stream was doing it. I mean, don't get me wrong. I hate YouTube too. Because they do some goofy shit. But as far as like a platform goes, and as far as, you know, it being semi-fair, definitely have more of a fucking chance on YouTube. More visibility on there. What do we got here? Fuck it. Just play Brawl with my fucking... Ah, shit. Ah, shit. I played the wrong fucking one first. Dummy! Stupid! Haste and Ward. Fucking kind of need that. Microsoft terminates another 10,000 employees. So is that from yesterday or is that a new one for today? No, sir, I don't like it. I can't work with this. Fuck. That's not a lot better. That's not a lot better, bro. What are we up to today, Trench?
Talent like mine deserves respect.
What the fuck? Jesus Christ. I was like, what the fuck is talking right now? What the fuck is talking right now? Didn't play that other one, and I'm going to show you why. 'Cause I think they're going to do something with it. Try to play something else, yeah. And I'm going to try to not let that happen because I don't want you to have that ring, bro. Because I don't want you to have that ring, bro. One to the face.
Prepare to be amazed beyond your imagination. Power coupling, secure and holy.
Run, pussy. Run, you fucking pussy. Right, where's the squad at? Why nobody chatting? There's people in here, but they ain't chatting. We got shit to talk about, folks. We're gonna get back to it. Oh, that guy just leaving. That guy extra pussy. You extra pussy. I gotta mulligan that. I can't do anything with that out of the gate. What's up, Sam? What's going on, man? Chilling, talking shit about Microsoft laying off like fucking 10,000 people. Talking that shit. Enchantment, huh? No fucking thank you. Send that right to the trash. Take me to the fucking bin for that one. Guy covered in chocolate. Bro, the internet has become a very weird place, bro. Where like Clout goblins are just eternally on that chase. Clout goblins are eternally on the clout chase, bro. One more, I can get that free land. Don't mind if I do. Bring that shit out too. Yeah, yeah. I push cards like wait. What is it? What's that song they played for fucking the Heroes of War fucking trailer? The Mad World song? Mad World. What is it? Ah, fuck. I can't play it. I'll definitely get flagged. Let's see. What is this? During your turn, I can't. Oh, during his turn, I can't cast stuff. What a son of a bitch. What a son of a bitch. You just have to get him with this bitch. You're just gonna have to get him with one of these then. Let's do this. I'll take another turn, please. Thank you. Have a nice day, sir. I'm gonna take another turn. Yeah, you're gonna run, you scared bitch. I can smell your vagina from here. Yeah, that pussy's gonna run. He's gonna run. Because he's a fucking creamy ass. Won't stand and fight. He's got no conviction. Yeah, it's fucking hotter than shit, bro. It's like fucking 50 fucking... It's 28 in the room going up and 51% humidity right now, so... And we're about to hit peak probably here in the next hour or so. This is probably around peak. Now, between now and another hour or so. But then it's going to start beaming in the fucking windows. When it does that, it gets even hotter. Get me my crystals. Final Fantasy Mastery, boys. Yeah, the PC is just pumping the fucking heat out. Like I've said, I can't put the AC up because I fucking did some shit to I tweaked my fucking back. Fucking putting the fucking AC in the other day. It tells me I need to work back out. Because my shit's fucking tweaking from putting the fucking... And because I fucking lift it wrong like a fucking asshole. But yeah, I fucking tweaked my back, so... The AC that I take in and out of the window in here, I can't even fucking do that right now. It was fucking hotter than fucking hell in here. And then if I do get it in and I do too much on the computer and the AC all going at once and streaming and gaming, the fuse fucking goes. I have to go throw the fucking fuse. The fucking thing just locks down, hits itself. Yep. Oh shit. Alright, let me fucking... How much more do I need to kick someone's ass? I got all my weekly XP. That shit doesn't restart for like fucking... almost 3 fucking days? What the shit? Ugh. It's gross. Yikes. Trent trying to get some clout by messaging me in game, trying to get that clout on my super popular stream. Are you trying to get some clout on my super popular stream? I'll be right back. I'm sore. Jesus Christ, my fucking back is fucked. All right, so I'm gonna have to wheel the portable fucker in here. Just give me a minute. There's no fucking way that I can do this without bringing this in. I can't fucking stream anymore without it. I can't stream anymore without it. Jesus Christ. Apparently there's a leaderboard now. I don't know how the hell. I don't know why some people are getting in it, but some people aren't. I don't know why it's like calculating French, but not Sam. When I look into like top fans, it's like nobody has any more experience. It's fucking weird. I don't understand what's going on. All right, I'm gonna make a whole bunch of noise bringing this in. Just give me a minute. Alright, now it's gonna sound like shit in here for a couple minutes. Maybe, I don't know, probably my mic will sound weird and airy after I do this. Alright, let's get that fucker working. Hopefully it doesn't fucking blow the fucking fuse. Alright, we're good to stream for a little while longer, boys. My stream's pretty shit, to be honest, but if we got more people in here, it'd probably be more hype. Got a bunch of fucking weirdos like me to laugh at my stupid fucking jokes. It's okay. I've spent lots of time laughing at myself. There ain't nothing you guys can laugh at me about that I ain't laughed at myself about 10 inches from the fucking mirror, for Christ's sakes. I should just random as fuck. I'll be honest, the only reason I used the short system is because I noticed that it was more discoverable, right? The stream became discoverable all of a sudden, right? And one or two people started trickling in for other games, and then it was like go to Warhammer with that, and it popped off one day and kind of got us to where we needed to be to get partnership back on YouTube. So that was fucking cool. And when I say get it back, we had it before, right? That's why if you notice, like, if you notice Drive Shaft's fucking, badge. Drive Shaft has like a 13-month badge, right? And how do you get a 13-month badge when your stream just got partnered a month ago, right? Oh, Christ. That's Toast. Does Toast take over your account? Oh, there it is. Sub now, you liberal. That's right. Get your membership now. Matter of fact, I gotta start putting together a one-shot for next month for the channel members. I gotta start preparing that. Yeah, I gotta start prepping that up. All right, let's get one more game in here. Get one more game. We'll go back to talking trash about stuff on YouTube. Ooh. Keep that. I'll keep that. I want to try and do monthly games that will be advertised to members based on their tier. The higher tiers will get first pick when the dates go up, essentially, and then so on and so forth. As of right now, we're at the point where there's only enough members to do a one-shot, so we don't even have enough members to do a full one-shot. But yes, that's at least the idea. Is I'd like to do monthly one-shots for members with like the tiered system being like you get the invites will go up first 24 hours early for one group, 24 hours for the second group, 24 hours more for the third group, for a total of like, what is it, 72 hours? Yeah, I added that into the, if you click join down there on the bottom left, you can see on the bottom left of the video of the screen. I think you can see what we put in there. What we can do here. What can we manage here? This is gonna get ugly next round with all these fucking lands. That's gonna get really ugly next round with all these lands. I gotta prep some shit here, boys. Another land will do exactly what I needed to, baby. He is Overlord. He's top. He's top. That guy's crazy supporter. now. I got something in case they try to go at any of my shit. Got something in case he tries to come at me. You get nothing! You get no token! You get no copy! You get nothing! Go directly to jail and die there! Bro spent all of his shit on that! The question is, though, are we really ready for this part? See if we can make it pop off, boys. Let's see if we can make it pop off. He's trying to surveil. He needs something. He's digging. He's digging. He's digging for a biggin. He's digging for a biggin. He digging for a biggin, but I don't think he finding what he minding. Oh, the stacks just get bigger and bigger. This is a broken one right here. This specifically is fucked, because I'm copying at the end of my fucking... right before the end, and then I'm copying off of this, too. Bro, doing some surveilling. Oh, and he's throwing shit out! He's throwing shit out! He's getting nothing he wants! Run, bitch, run! Run, Forrest, run! Bitch-ass Forrest. Bitch-ass Forrest! Alright, give me a sec. I gotta go make a coffee real quick. Let this room cool down. I'm going to turn this game off. I'm going to let this room cool down a little bit. All right? Hang in there. Don't tear this fucking place apart, please. Keep the chat active if you can. Chat amongst each other. We're mostly homies here. I'll be back in a minute. All right, let's see here. All right. Get back in here. Ooh, checking out here. Trending. Do I even want to see what's trending? Probably not. Man, proof that I'm out of touch with what's trending. All right, let's get into this shit. Get into this shit. Reactabellular.
You know what this is right here, pal? Ah, tough guy. You feeling lucky? Yeah, that's right. Spirit fingers. Do you know why? Because it's been about 30 hours since I last slept, and I've done 3 different intros, all of which crash and burned, and I am off my gourd, so now I'm going wacko mode.
Yeah, I seen the bellular one too. I didn't watch the full thing, but
even in my sleep-deprived state, I am still lucid enough to recognize how cattywampus the AAA gaming space has become. Like, the gaming industry has so many things that I have bitched and moaned about. Probably the biggest practice that I've been most vocal about, not exactly shy on,
all right, let's
is
see.
the topic of you will own nothing and be happy. The Ubisoft motto. God rest that company's soul. What a pile of dog shit. But it's not just Ubisoft. That has become a prevalent business strategy across the gaming industry.
Ubisoft is a fucking pile of dog shit right now. There's some good stuff in there beneath the layer of shit. For the most part, it's just fucking dog shit.
You will own nothing. You will be happy. You're basically... You come away with the idea of ownership of whatever games you purchase. I've worn this topic out more than a fleshlight in a frat house, but it is something I am very passionate about. The gaming industry is getting away with more and more garbage where they'll take a shit in your mouth and you're expected to thank them for adding some flavor to your taste buds. It's terrible. And there is an initiative that has been aiming to fight back against a lot of these practices that I think really need some big overhaul. And it's an initiative that I think a lot of you are probably very familiar with. It's called Stop Killing Games. And I've followed it since its inception. I've talked about it on stream quite a few times, though this is my first video going over it. And I regret that now because I see it wasn't going as well as I thought it was. Admittedly, I didn't follow how successful the initiative was, only that it was aiming to do good for consumers, and that it was taking proper steps legally to get there. And it...
By the way, I think they've reached their the 1 million. 1 million across Europe, I think. That's what they were trying to hit, if I'm not mistaken. I think they were damn close. If they haven't hit it yet, they were damn close. Oh, excuse me. All right.
Was going through all of the right channels. And now today I watched a video from the guy that's spearheading this. His name is Ross. He posted a video called The End of Stop Killing Games, where he's giving an update on where everything's at and how it's kind of at the finish line here with a lot of failure to show for it, with only a few other chances to fight back. Now, before getting into the weeds on the topic, I want to get this in the beginning because I imagine the vast majority of people won't watch the whole thing. I'm putting a link to the full video on Stop Killing Games, as well as a link to where you'd go to help support the Stop Killing Games initiative, because there's only a little bit of time left for the most important parts of it now that it's at the end. So if you know what the movement is and want to support it but didn't know where, the resources are in the description, or if you want to get it right from like the source, I have a link to his video. But I want to go into it myself here because it is a topic that I do feel very strongly about. But for those that don't know anything about Stop Killing Games, I'm going to let him explain it in his own words, so that way you can get an actual, correct, informed explanation of what the initiative is. And the reason I say it like that, kind of like fucking all, pinky out, snooty, is because a lot of people don't even really know what this is because of people like Pirate Software completely misrepresenting.
Hang on a second, just checking out Nintendo games. Not that I have any more money for them, but seeing what they're putting on sale here. See if they're hitting us with any quality in-house Nintendo bangers. Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it. All right.
What the initiative was.
As a refresher, Stop Killing Games is a consumer movement to stop publishers from effectively destroying video games they have already sold to customers.
I'll pause right there. The simplest, bare bones, birthday suit, butt-ass naked explanation for what this is. Stop destroying things that people have paid money to own. I think that is a very understandable, very reasonable take. Very
simple.
Now I want to quickly jump
very
to a
fucking simple.
This video, because I think it's important to have this.
Stop fucking killing the games.
Something a lot of people have heard that comes from someone that is just wrong about it. It's the Pirate Software portion. Ross is addressing the video Pirate Software made many months ago. Ross even says that he didn't plan on doing that because he didn't want to be seen as using this for drama farming, because it would start to make the movement look less of like a legitimate initiative and more of just like drama slop content type thing. But he finally starts talking about Pirate Software here because it's at the end of the life cycle of this initiative and it's not looking promising, so he's willing to do anything to try and set the record straight and hopefully start getting more momentum back to the movement, because the damage Pirate Software did to it through his video was substantial.
This video came out right as we were building momentum. Then, except for one boost in Germany, the signatures started drying up like clockwork. Ford does not understand what Stop Killing Games is. Here it is in his words.
So for those who don't understand, the Stop Killing Games initiatives is basically, we don't want single-player games to have DRM that the developers can turn off and thus render the single-player games inactive anymore. This is what they want to change. They need to be specific that they're talking about single-player games that do not need a server to support them.
No.
And as much as they want it to be about specifically games where it is a single player game that has always online functionality, it would impact every live service game that exists, instead of just targeting single player, always online games.
No, that's not what it is. Stop Killing Games includes single player games, but nothing about it is specific to them. He completely made that up, and I have no idea where he got that impression. It's the first line on the website.
Ross is cooking this
Killing
fucking
Games
furry.
As a consumer movement started to challenge the legality of publishers destroying video games they have sold to customers. But the movement includes all this stuff from earlier, and he was mostly talking about the initiative.
He didn't even get the Cliff Notes summary right. He missed all the QTEs and got the bad ending on understanding the initiative from the jump here. Ross is correct. This has nothing to do with just single-player only games that require an online connection, that when the online connection is severed, you lose access to the game. Like, yeah, that is included in all of this, but that's not like what the whole movement is about. And for some reason, Pirate Software is stun-locked on that, like fixated, as if that is the actual like meat and potatoes.
Right, because the guy never wants to be wrong. Because the guy never wants to be wrong. He just always wants to be the right, correct person that everybody looks up to, and always has the inspirational thing and always is right. And he's clearly turned into a fucking egomaniac, and now people are starting to call it out. And they're pointing it out. And I thought he was all right at first too, but now I'm finding out the dude's weird as fuck.
Games. They need to be more specific in their language about it being single player, always online connectivity games. When that's just not what it's about. Like, they're not being specific about that because that is not what they are specifically targeting. It is about the whole practice of destroying games that consumers have already purchased and having no end-of-life plans for games that are
I'm coming to find out throughout all of this drama that's coming out about him that the dude is really fucking weird. The dude's a fucking weirdo. Right? I knew him from like the viral shorts that were going through the algorithm on YouTube. Decent videos, right? Fucking giving pretty solid fucking advice to people about fucking, like, don't quit your job to fucking start making games, but try to make games, stuff like that, right? I was like, all right, this guy's all right. This guy's got an all right message, or at least he's saying shit. And then, yeah, it turns out, like, through all of this fucking shit, starting to find out that the dude's a fucking weirdo, man. A fucking weirdo.
So, for example, The Crew. The Crew is an example everyone is going to reference and talk about because Ubisoft is still currently in a lawsuit battling against it for what happened with this game. I've yapped about it quite a bit, so I'm not just going to regurgitate that. I'm sure a lot of you already know the story about it. But basically, you buy The Crew, Ubisoft pulls the plug on the servers, you can't play The Crew anymore, now it's just an old wet dream of what once was. And they are facing a lawsuit, and while this is in the umbrella of Stop Killing Games, it is not the only thing Stop Killing Games is referencing when it comes to this practice. Pirate Software is so hung up on it being single-player games that people lose access to, when that is a component of it, but not the entire focus.
Well, the short version is the initiative is about requiring publishers to have end-of-life plans for games they've sold to customers in the future. So when they shut them down, customers can continue running them without their support. So that's one thing Thor doesn't understand, but he also seems to think this is about converting multiplayer games to single player.
Transitioning an entire multiplayer server-side game into a single-player video game, which means rebalancing the entire experience around single player, rebuilding everything in the entire game. How are you going to do that with Final Fantasy XIV? You're just going to make all the raids soloable? Imagine the day that World of Warcraft shuts down, and suddenly you have to make it a single-player game for every individual that ever bought the game. That's what they're asking.
No, dummy, they're saying make fucking server tools available for people to fucking use when it does go offline, so if we want to, we can still do something with it.
For.
No.
Because they would have to sunset live service games as a single-player experience. The idea that suddenly you need to make every single live service game playable single-player offline? No, dude.
Correct. No.
This part is more confusing than Finnegan's Wake, because nowhere in anything on Stop Killing Games has this even been like a really reach here and give like a charitable explanation was. Which, if that's what Stop Killing Games was asking for, it would be unreasonable. But that's not what it's asking for.
Nowhere in there does it say that it's directly targeting always online single-player games.
Oh, he's so close. He's so close to getting it.
It is vague, and because of that, it will impact...
He never has that light bulb moment. Well, he is correct in that statement. It's almost as if that's not what the initiative is asking for.
Imagine that.
I know this part is once again just reinforcing that he doesn't know what the Stop Killing Games movement is about, but I have to just show you this because it is so fascinating, because he himself literally calls out that Stop Killing Games at no point explicitly mentions single-player always online games or anything like that. And for some reason, instead of following the breadcrumbs that would naturally lead him to the conclusion of, oh, maybe I misunderstood, maybe because it's absent here, that's not what this is actually about. Instead, he uses it as a criticism against the Stop Killing Games initiative entirely, saying it's just too vague, it's way too vague. The reason it is not explicitly stated there is because that is not what the whole initiative is about. It is not specifically targeting that thing that you keep saying that it is. I don't know how that never clicked.
But those were his streams with a smaller audience. What does he say in his big YouTube video with over 1 million views that he had time to research?
If we're trying to kill off the practice of developers putting together a live service game, pitching it as a single-player experience, and then taking away support in the future...
Now he's changed it again and is making up how it's about single-player games are advertised. What is he doing?
It needs to be specific about the business practice it's trying to defeat, which is specifically companies that are doing this under the guise of it being a single-player game, but adding online-only functionality that is not necessary and doesn't add any gameplay elements. That's the problem.
No, that's not it at all.
This is a really strong section from Ross here because the clips that you saw moments ago were from his stream. When he took more time to watch it and digest it, he still came back in that video misrepresenting it. Like, it never dawned on him. Like, on stream, he could write it off as like, oh, he didn't grasp it in the moment, maybe later on he did. Well, then he made the video where he still was talking about things that are just not what Stop Killing Games was about, and
this is an older one, too. This is an older one, too. Let's watch this fucking mess. Let's watch this fucking mess. This absolute fucking mess.
Katy Perry has been glitching on stage like a broken animatronic at Chuck E. Cheese. Her recent tour has showcased exceptional choreography like fighting an air conditioning duct with a lightsaber. Her dancing is so bad that she has resorted to just merely running in circles, and I guess if you can call this twerking, then sure, that's what she's doing. And this seems like an extreme fall from grace from the
yeah, fucking, she fell. It's almost like she fucking fell from the atmosphere.
Candy-coated pop star.
I don't know why the hell I thought I clicked this. How the hell did I get the Katy Perry off of fucking this?
Might be an alcoholic.
The Ludwig situation is sad. The Ludwig situation is terrible. I'm probably going to title the video something like that. Now, Ludwig is no stranger to this channel. He needs no introduction. He's known for his streams and, more importantly, hosting these huge events.
I don't know. I think I accidentally clicked something on the side.
One of those events that Ludwig hosted was Beerio Kart. It's not a game he invented himself, but more a kind of like university drinking game. The exact rules aren't super relevant, but basically the quick rundown is get a bunch of streamers together, play Mario Kart, drink alcohol, all while it's being live streamed. You had the usual Twitch LA scene there. Connor eats pants. Lance, Valkyrie,
the
Extra
biggest
Emily, as
clout
well as
chasing
competitive
goblins
gamers, like,
in
for
the
example,
industry.
Nick Yingling, and also who this story is most focused on, Mango. My mango is to blow up, and I don't tell nobody. Now, to give you a bit of context to who Mango is, because you've probably seen that name mentioned quite a lot recently, he's basically considered to be one of the best Smash Melee players of all time. Although, that being said, he does main Falco. Meta slap. Anyways. He's
Why is this
considered one of
fucking
the
so...
five
How are
gods
each of these
the game.
fucking
Now, this
videos
is a bit
so
old
fucking
lore,
loud?
but during Melee, there was an era where there was basically
I
5
fucking
people,
turn
5
each
chosen
video
ones
down
that
more and more and
dominated the
more each
entire
time.
scene. It's a really prestigious title. There were other creators like, for example, Armada, Mewtwo King, and most notably Hungrybox. So
This
Mango,
fucking
in that
guy,
regard,
I don't
is
mean to make
Hungrybox.
fun of
So Mango,
fucking guy,
in that
bro,
regard,
but this
Armada
guy...
was an era where there was basically 5 people.
This guy
5
right here,
chosen
look.
ones that dominated the entire and
This guy right there, that guy right there.
In that regard,
Bro looks like he was fucking born in Chernobyl. This fucking guy right here. This guy with the fucking 9 head. This Mewtwo character. Or whatever the fuck his name is. Mew head.
notably Hungrybox. So Mango, in that regard, he's a pretty big deal, especially to the unemployed. Now, with that said as well, though, Mango has, you know, enjoyed a drink or two quite a lot. Actually, building his entire
That's probably because the
personality
fucking
around
Smash
being a guy that
community
drinks
is
a lot.
fucking
For example, there were clips of
weird,
him
bro.
drinking liquor from his Evo trophy, an Evo or Evolution Championship series that basically is the biggest Melee tournament that's held, and he's using his winnings to like drink from it. I mean, you know, he's celebrating, fair enough. And this pattern also continued for Beerio card.
Especially to the unemployed.
Ridiculous amount. I think by the time someone stepped in and actually cut him off, his blood alcohol was 0.32. At that point, you're likely suffering through alcohol poisoning. You could probably lose consciousness. Another 0.08, by the way, for Mango, and he would have been in what is dubbed the death zone. And considering he racked up a 0.32 in the span of like 3 or 4 hours, that could be a real possibility. Although some people at the event actually denied that was the case, saying that the breathalyzers were faulty.
Real talk. The breathalyzers are not accurate. If you just had a bunch of alcohol, it spikes it way up. I blew a 0.3 earlier. I'm nowhere near that.
Your race doesn't define you.
I just want to point out,
anything.
if Mango was actually
If you
0.3,
think your gender is what stops you from succeeding,
he is not actually at that level.
Ludwig's a fucking retard, bro. Like, look at this fucking guy. Like,
he took while
imagine going to a fucking party like that. Who wants to go to a party with a bunch of fucking goofs like that?
Why I've kind of left it so
like,
long
bro,
is
you
because I feel
can't
like
offer
we're not really
me
gonna get any more
enough
updates on this
fucking
now.
internet
Ludwig
fame to
recently
go
put
hang out
a
with these
little
fucking
bit of a
losers,
mini
bro.
statement, which I'm going to go over later, but I kind of wanted to wait.
You
for
can call
everything
me
to
a
be out there
fucking
before
loser
actually
for,
talking
like,
about this. There was one point
keeping
where
my
we went up to
circle
Extra
small,
Emily
but
and Maya Higa and
shit like this don't
trusting,
really
drop
happen,
shipping. It's clear
you
that
know?
Maya's, like, pretty
You know what I'm saying?
uncomfortable,
Shit
you know,
like
looking
this
around
don't really
to
be
help.
going down when
Apparently
you
as well,
keep that
and there's no
circle
proof of
small,
this,
you
there
know?
was other clips
But when
that
you
were
let a
actually
bunch of
caught on
fucking
camera of him being,
weirdos
like, you
in
know,
the
touchy with other
circle,
people.
right?
And a lot of people actually came out and expressed how uncomfortable they were with his actions.
He was just very, very drunk. I think he might be an alcoholic, and he was very touchy.
What is this fucking? Who is this? Who is this carbon copy Pokemon?
It was completely unacceptable.
Who is this Pokemon carbon copy?
Mango, this didn't go very well. He was basically banned from a bunch of future events that Ludwig and the company Mogul Moves were hosting.
and I banned him from my events because I felt
Because
like I
he
had to
did
because
some
my
weird
girlfriend-
shit,
my
you
girlfriend
fucking
Justin and I
goof.
are in my room at 2 a.m. telling me that they felt really uncomfortable at my own event.
He was also banned off Twitch.
Are you
as
sure
well.
that was
And at the time
Pokemon?
of
I don't think it
recording, which
is.
about a week
I
after
think it
all
was a
this happened, his
fucking. I
account
think it
is
was a
still gone,
fucking
which is really
Pokemon
crazy. Again, just saying,
Twitch
if this was a
carbon
woman,
copy.
It would have been a 24-hour ban, but. Anyways, now I'm imagining that this is only a temporary ban. His account will come back at some point. But one of the worst things that probably could
think that's just a girl who does her makeup like Pokemon.
Team he was affiliated with actually let him go, saying, following an internal evaluation, we've made the decision to release Mango from Cloud9 after becoming aware of the recent incident involving him. This is really sad. It's basically his entire livelihood gone. Far as I'm aware, his 2 main revenue streams were from Twitch and competitive gaming, and at the minute they're both gone.
Oh, did he
And
say it
Mango
was
issued a
Pokemon?
statement
Okay,
saying
maybe it
that
was.
he's reaching out to the people he's affected to try and make it right, while also, you know, working on himself, going to rehab, trying to fix his relationship with alcohol. Now, the opinions on Mango have been really split here. A lot of people have said he's an alcoholic, disgusting, you should control yourself, it was no one's responsibility to take care of you. And then there are other people that are basically saying that what Ludwig and the event did was enable him because they were aware that he was like an alcoholic beforehand. And I will get into it, but like with me personally, I've always found it really weird when people get invited to events event stuff, and they might have like a problem with like a certain drug or like a drinking problem, and then they're basically told, you can join, but just don't do the thing that you're an addict to, despite the fact that the vice is everywhere. You know, it's the equivalent of doing something in a casino and then inviting a gambling addict and then basically saying, but you can't gamble. You just, you know, you could do anything you want, just don't gamble. And then I know some people will turn on the cope, be like, yeah, just don't gamble, just don't drink, it's so easy. And yeah, fair enough. But for some people, you know, especially if you're an addict, you're probably going to have that clawing feeling in the back of your brain constantly, you know, to the point where this isn't even fun because you're fighting this urge the entire time, this impulse, because your brain is so used to getting this release of dopamine constantly. You know, I'm not going to undermine addiction. I think no matter what addiction, it's an incredibly difficult thing to deal with, and sometimes it can be lifelong. By the way, I'm not giving Mango any kind of out here being like, well, it's really sad, he has a problem, it exonerates everything he's done. I'm not saying that at all. I don't know Mango personally. I've never spoke to the guy, but the fact that he reached out to everyone the next morning as well, I know for a fact that after the event, he must have had
yo, what's up, Cybertoes? What's going on, G?
Regret, that kind of biting your jaw kind of regret, waking up in the morning, just feeling absolutely...
Ludwig, we're fucking talking shit. Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah, we're just shitting on fucking Microsoft for firing everybody. What else? What else we doing? Ludwig, the Ludwig shit. I don't know if you know about that situation. One of his fucking friends got all fucking drunk and started doing some fucking weird shit at like a streamed party. Fucking goofy shit. What else? Oh, the pirate software shit and the stop killing games stuff. We're looking into. We were watching some of that. Yeah, didn't they fucking censor a bunch of shit? Isn't everybody freaking out about them censoring some shit? Didn't they censor some of the missions? I've only got like $10 left for games. My budget was a little bigger, but I tried to be a little bit more fiscally responsible and do important stuff with it instead of buying games. And I decided to do that. I decided it was probably better to do that than to spend, you know, like another $100 on games or something. Probably not a good idea. So got $10 left. We gotta find a banger deal for under 10. It's a horror game disguised as a SWAT sim? What? All right, let's see here. Of course we understand why cops shoot people, man. People be acting fucking weird, bro. People be acting weird, bro. Florida man. Florida man is why cops be shooting people. I mean, it is what it is. Oh, the Popo just pulled up in chat. Respect that authority. The Popo just pulled up in chat. We're looking for a banger under 10. We're looking for an under 10 banger. An under 10 banger. Far Cry 5, not under 10. Far Cry 4, under 10. Canadian. Riders Republic is in there. Watch Dogs 2. Yikes. Yikes. Don't ask me to ask Drive Shaft to shoot you for saying dumb shit. Please don't make me make Drive Shaft shoot you. Drive Shaft doesn't want to shoot you. And I don't want to have to ask him to shoot you. Because if I ask him to shoot you, he's probably going to shoot you.
Watched the video about Ludwig when I was talking about
He doesn't
Mango
want to. It's going to be like that GIF where he's crying with the gun, pointing it at you.
Who Mango is. And more importantly, a lot of people have actually been pointing the finger at Ludwig.
What was that?
Basically
The GIF from New Jack City?
one clip that everyone is using to cite their sources now and to go against Ludwig is this one clip where, you know, he's basically celebrating Mango hitting a new PB, personal best, for, you know, hitting a high score on the breathalyzer.
Who just got shot? He got shot.
Which is basically the thing the cops use to test your blood alcohol level.
What happened, Mike? He's waiting for Mike. He's going in there. Why?
And then when Mango would get a higher number, Ludwig would announce it and then put it onto the whiteboard, essentially giving Mango the motivation to, you know...
Where is it? Where is it? Is this it? This is what just happened. Right here, look. This is what Drive Shaft just did to Cyber Toast right here. That's Drive Shaft right there. That's Drive Shaft right there. Just with a slightly darker skin tone, that's all. Yeah, no, you're just slightly lighter than that. Both of you guys are just slightly lighter. If these were white dudes, this is what happened. That's Drive Shaft right there. But I mean, Drive Shaft posing as the cops, you just got shot. You can see how that might look, right? I like older women who are a little rough around the edges, like Cyber Toast's mom. Kind of like that. That's you know. You know the type I'm talking about, boys? Huh? Extra long labia dangling. Cover you like a rain jacket. Oh, fuck. Oh, Oh, shit. Was that Pokemon? Let's see if that was Pokemon. And I'm just like
Quick
fucking.
rundown is get a
tripping.
bunch of streamers together, play Mario Kart, drink alcohol, all while it's being live streamed. You had the usual Twitch LA scene there, Connor Eats Pants, Valkyrie, Extra Emily, as well as
Was it?
competitive gamers,
Where?
like for example, Nick Yingling.
I can't be
also
fucking
the
bothered.
story is most focused on Mango. Faulty.
Real talk.
There was one point where he went up to Extra Emily and Maya Higa and starts thrusting, dry humping. It's clear that Maya's like pretty uncomfortable, you know, looking around.
Bro, like this is what I'm saying, bro. These fuckers are doing some fucking clout chasing, bro. Why? Like, oh man, fuck. I can't average more than fucking 4 or 5 viewers per stream. But these fucking clowns, I still don't get it. People want to watch people so they can cancel them. They want them to slip up. Like, I don't understand. I don't fucking understand.
For help. But apparently as well, and there's no proof of this, there was other clips that weren't actually caught on camera of him being like, you know, touchy with other people. And a lot of people actually came out and expressed how uncomfortable they were. And the event did was...
I'm not gonna lie, boys. I'm not gonna lie, boys. Like, I'm gonna be real with you. If we got together, right? Say like the stream was bigger, we did like a meet and greet, okay? And someone got up on a chair and in their boxers and started thrusting in like
Don't know Mango personally.
some girl's face. I'm probably gonna slap the shit out of him. Like I'm probably not gonna ask any questions. I'm gonna grab him and I'm probably gonna slap them. Right? And it's gonna be like, whoa, right? I'll slap the drunk out of you for a second. A split second, you're gonna be like, oh shit, reality. Right? What's going on? How did I get here? I need to smarten up because I just got fucking slapped. And I can feel that shit ripple through my skull. I might have CTE. Right? Like, this is how you deal with this. But everybody's just here to spectate and then call it out. You know what I mean? It's fucking weird, bro.
Your brain is so used to getting this release of dopamine constantly. You know, I'm not going to undermine addiction. I think no matter what addiction, it's an incredible...
Listen, I'm not saying everybody has fucking... I'm not saying everybody, like, hasn't done, or people, you can't do fucked up shit and change, right? But in order for that to happen... you need to have people around to check you on the bullshit. Right? I've done some fucked up shit, and I've had people check me on the bullshit. Right? But it wasn't like, oh, way after the fact because everybody was telling them they need to check me on the bullshit to check me on the bullshit. Right? It was because they saw the bullshit and they're like, yo, I don't want my fucking homie doing this bullshit, but we're still homies. So I don't just abandon them. Right? But if you're doing something like that, a slap will do it, right? Slap, yo. Let's check this shit at the fucking, let's check this fucking behavior. Let's check this right here, right? We can still be cool, but I'm gonna slap you. Because this shit needs to be checked, right? And we can't really kind of like, we gotta kind of, you know, we got to make sure it's in check, right? Fucking, like I say, fucking, like, it's not like this was just like catcalling or something, right? Where you're just saying, oh, girl, right? You fine as shit, right? Whatever, right? Buddy was all up in her fucking shit, So, you know. That's when you pull him off the chair, you fucking slap him, give him
the cops
slap him, give him a fresh one. Yo, straighten the fuck up. Go get your clothes on, boy. What the fuck you doing? Acting a fucking fool. We're on the fucking internet right now, live, you goof.
And then put it onto the whiteboard. Essentially,
fuck with me.
The motivation
Don't play with me, man.
Keep on drinking.
What are you doing?
No one's telling me to stop. People are actually congratulating me on like doing the thing. Oh, okay, I'm gonna keep doing it then.
Right. You reinforce. Not only were they not fucking calling it out, they were reinforcing it. Oh, he blew this, yeah, bro. You guys gotta be a little more fucking self-aware. You guys are out there like that. Millions, a million fucking subscribers, fucking tens of thousands of people watching this shit, bro.
0.14.
Oh, people like the people who can redeem themselves, they didn't get to fucking the shit that they did that was stupid that they're trying to, you know what I mean? That they're ashamed of isn't out on the fucking internet. There's no videos of it live streaming it, right? Like, this just makes it harder for people too to forgive because it's like, yo, because the video's here, right?
The stream. And then there's a clip of Ludwig as well saying, let's get those numbers up.
No, right. This fucking guy here is one of the only fucking people with any sense, right? No, what are you talking about? Don't do that. What?
The guy hits.
He's the guy trying to get people in check, right?
Hitting a high score.
Not a goofy yes man, right? But he still kind of doesn't say shit. He just kind of is like, no, and then he's like clapping, oh.
Which is basically the thing the cops use to test your blood alcohol level.
What happened, Mutt? He's waiting for Mike. He's going in there. Why?
And then when Mango would get a higher number, Ludwig would announce it and then put it onto the whiteboard, essentially giving Mango the motivation to, keep on drinking. Wait, no one's telling me to stop?
Right, I could set a high score of fucking dumb shit, right?
Oh, okay, I'm gonna keep doing it then. I mean,
I can speed run my way to a fucking personal best.
20 minutes into the stream. And then there's a clip of Ludwig as well saying, let's get those numbers up. Now I have to be very careful,
bro. Anytime Drive Shaft shoots
for the rest of my career,
Cyber Toast,
Ludwig,
he leaves.
Excommunicated from the LA Twitch scene, and there is basically a 0 chance.
Where'd you go?
It's the very important and famous My Friends Awards.
The Streamer of the Year award is Ludwig.
Drive Shaft doesn't leave. Toast leaves.
The My Friends Awards. Maybe I'll get nominated as Rising
Hope he didn't take that mom thing to heart, you know?
And to look at Ludwig's, defense for a second, it's a little bit reductive to say that he was the only one encouraging Mango to drink. Like, for example, if you just look at this clip.
We got a new PB! Guys, Mango just blew a .25! He's going home tonight! He's not actually driving home.
Ludwig is 100% orchestrating all of this, but they're still cheering Mango on. Now, one thing that I find really weird with these public events, and I've seen this time and time again, whenever there's like an IRL stream or some public stream, there are certain streamers that realize that things, they could be misconstrued. It could look bad for them. A great example in this clip as well, in this stream, is Valkyrie and Dog. You can tell
Valkyrie, see, that wasn't
stream.
That wasn't Pokemon. That's the Valkyrie or whoever the fuck that is.
You can tell they're very
that fucking Pokemon photocopy thing.
Like self-preservation mode. It's almost like when a streamer realizes they're in a very bad situation, so they need to publicly.
The same he does off no beers. He's a machine of a man.
He said he had 7 beers already today.
And also when discussing as well that the Asian women there can't actually drink as much, he uses Mango as an example of someone who can drink a lot.
There are a bunch of small Asian women, which he's right about that.
I mean, it's understandable, Trench. They're all just kind of carbon copies of one another.
So
they're all just following the same meta.
Got himself banned from all.
They're all just following the same meta, bro.
In the stream recap as well, he also makes some points to not kind of excuse his behavior, but also gives an explanation for it.
Unfortunately for them, they can't eat the makeup that they smear all over their face, so they'll never be pretty inside.
And he didn't really think this would be any different from previous events. He also noted in the last hour of the stream, Mango did actually get cut off from having anything more to drink.
Oh, also a couple more things. We did cut off Mango on alcohol about an hour before stream ended, but I mean, he went into it really drunk.
Although at that point, he basically already had way too much than what was considered healthy. And he did actually apologize for cheering on Mango's breathalyzer results.
And I also personally apologize. I
also personally apologize, you know,
was like,
because Red Bull might get mad for me being a fucking idiot while under their sponsorship, you know. But they sent me this fridge back here that I don't fucking deserve because I'm a fucking idiot.
That wasn't the intention. The intention is like similar to when we did
show, bro. I fucking
Dojo
hate these
challenge with
goofy
alcohol,
ass
where we're
fucking
getting
people.
New PBs on the breathalyzers. It definitely looks way different on hindsight.
Now, what Ludwig did, was it stupid? Was it reckless? 100%. I mean, the one clip from that stream that I still absolutely cringe at is Valkyrie almost kind of self-preservating by, you know, just saying out loud.
Yeah, I would stream a game, but I can't because the fucking
that she's uncomfortable. So
the fucking breaker will trip
into the drama, and Ludwig just kind of pretends he didn't hear it and just keeps going. It's really fucking awkward. I'm not gonna lie, but again, that is what happens on these streams. They're not scripted. Anything can happen.
He's the two-time champion. He's never lost.
I think people that drink, they've always had that one time where they've done something really stupid or regrettable. The only difference is here, it's a lie.
Right.
Me to not speak on it, and I think that's a fair request. He said, "I want to take."
Dude's a fucking goof, man. These people are goofs. Fuck is this shit? MLG Teletubbies? What the fuck is this? Uh-oh, Pokemon drama. Let's go.
Welcome
this is Poke.
To Slop Live.
Oh, it's fucking Slop Live.
The verdict recently came out. And of the 5 charges,
This motherfucker must have got his computer back.
Only being found guilty of transportation.
This is the sloppiest of the
I wonder
slop,
how many
too.
people found out the verdict through Critical's video, or maybe even this video. Anyway, not sure how Diddy managed that, but this prompted Pokimane to tweet, "Believe victims." Twitter wasn't happy about this, of course. Some people bringing up how she streamed Amber Heard and Johnny Depp's trial and laughed about Amber Heard. Pokimane responding that she regrets it and she took down the streams ages ago. And while Twitter being Twitter, one quote tweet replying to her say "Believe victims" says this, getting 150,000 likes, and there's probably at least 100 more just like this. Well, that's Twitter for you. Thanks for slopping by.
Boy, that is some serious slop right there, boys. He only got found guilty of like 2 things, and it's basically just prostitution shit. Let's see what the Act Man has to say.
I'm a soulless corporate CEO, and today I've taken a break from one of my favorite hobbies, devouring
Even though
the blood of
sometimes he's
infants.
got goofy
and I'm here
takes.
to ask a question. Is a gamer not entitled to the contents of this disc? No. Do you like owning things? Are you proud of the time you spend working for a paycheck to be able to afford basic comforts like entertainment? Well, that's too bad, because I'm here to steal all of that from you. You will own nothing and be happy. Yes, this includes your precious video games. We're gonna keep killing them, and there's not a goddamn thing you can do about it. Psych! Soldiers, get set for a combat drop, okay? New major order just came in from command. Our mission is to stop killing games. You fucked up my face. This is part of the Stop Killing Games initiative, and just in the last 3 days, this initiative has gained over 100,000 new signatures.
Are we blind? Deploy the garrison!
And its entire goal is game preservation. Now, we have until July 31st to get all of these signatures, and I think we can get it done. Stop Killing Video Games is an initiative as straightforward as those 4 words.
As a refresher, Stop Killing Games is a consumer movement to stop publishers from effectively destroying video games they have already sold to customers.
There you go. There it is. Stop killing games you've already sold to customers. At the core, stop killing games you've sold to customers. Pretty fucking simple, right?
Movement was started by a channel called Accursed Farms and a creator who goes by Ross. He has been hard at work promoting something that benefits all of us.
Yeah, they
If
hit
you
the goal.
buy
I think they
games,
hit it
play
earlier.
them, or even if you do neither and you only watch someone stream games, this affects you. But now is the time for any passionate gamer to throw their full support behind this. He recently posted an hour-long video detailing basically the start and the end of the entire movement. It's a really good watch. I'll have it linked in the description and pinned comment, but I'll let Ross sum up.
The quick legal argument is that the vast majority of games with an online requirement say they can be terminated at any time.
What are you up
for
to,
any
Drive
reason.
Shaft?
Or Blizzard likes to say any or no reason. That might be a violation of Directive 9313 EEC, which protects consumers against unfair terms in consumer contracts. So if that term is unfair, that means that part of the contract is null and void. And if it's null and void, then what does the law say about how long your purchase lasts? Well, it doesn't. That's the whole mess.
What a horrible, evil man. Can you believe the
Oh,
nerve
did you
of
see
this
my
guy?
video, dude? Did you see my video? I fucking got it. I got her last night? Yesterday? It was like my last one, bro. I had 3,000 gems left. I was like, I'm not going to be able to get enough to get another pull. And I was like, I'm going to hit the record button real quick and I'm going to give it a pull, dude. And I fucking pulled Eve. Shit myself. Nearly shit myself. I was pretty fucking happy about that.
Wanting to save all of us some money? Has this guy even considered the various multi-billion-dollar corporations? We're lucky enough to just be able to buy their products, don't you see? And they should be allowed the freedom to destroy our product.
Don't you see? God damn it, don't you see?
Whenever they want, for any reason, at any time.
Blizzard says they can take away your purchase for no reason. Our problem is
for no reason, bro. Bro, we just gonna take your shit for no reason, dog. Bro, we just don't want you to have it anymore. We're coming up with a remaster, and we don't want you to have the old one anymore. They can do that shit. That's fucking foul.
Are so hostile to consumers and the medium that they should be taken off the table entirely.
It is something so uncontroversial, normal. It's surprising how few people are open critics of this movement. But there is at least one.
Oh shit, now this is actually really dumb. It's used car salesman garbage. This is shit. It's shit.
But like the creator of Stop...
some fucking furry. Some fucking furry hacker whose dad fucking got him a job at Blizzard is now fucking trying to kill games, but talked all kinds of shit about wanting to, like, save games. Yeah, sure. What a fucking clown. Bro's a fucking clown to me now, dude.
Killing games.
Complete
I don't
clown.
want this video to just be a drama video, especially when something much more important is at stake. Just be patient. We'll be pirating some software soon. But before we get into that, all you need is one punch, man. Consuming? Obviously, this is one of the
I don't want to hear about your sponsor, bro.
That has ever happened in the worldwide gaming community. And I truly mean that. You could not come up with a more inoffensive
Seen that
movement
fucking
if you
segue
tried.
a mile
Let's see if
fucking
we can
coming.
try. Are you in favor of the stop slaughtering baby seals with machetes movement? Are you against that?
This is shit. Not only do I not want to back this, I'm going to actively tell people not to.
And I encourage everyone who lives in the UK and is watching this to sign the initiative. That will also be linked down below. Let's get it done. Looking at you, France and Germany.
This is not a drill. Repeat, this is not a drill. Remember your training and fight. Put together, troopers. We're still in this.
I must commend and congratulate Ross. Getting over 600,000 people to click a document and sign it is no easy feat. Least of all, getting 600,000 gamers to agree on something. The last time that many gamers agreed on anything, it became the most downvoted Reddit comment of all time. So Ross, I think you are well within your right to enjoy this moment of pride and accomplishment. The reason this initiative is being pushed forward in the European Union is so it can open negotiations for companies to become legally obligated.
Well, I mean, they shouldn't be fucking killing our games anyway, right? I think Drive Shaft sent me a copy of The Crew, and now even if we wanted to, we couldn't fucking go back and play it. Not that we want to go back and play it, but if we wanted to, for, you know, whatever reason, we can't do it. We can't do it. Kind of bullshit. Yeah, I was just concerned that I wasn't going to be able to gather up enough gems to do another poll
preserve their games
on Stellar Blade. I was like super excited when I got it because I tried so many times, dude. Bro, Pirate Software is going on a fucking blocking spree on fucking Twitter. Maximum fucking cope, dude. Maximum cope. Dude's gonna try and find his way back into a fucking echo chamber. Oh yes, what's our $10 game? We still haven't figured out the $10 game. Gotta figure that out. Rayman Origins. We got Crash Bandicoot 3, the Crash Bandicoot trilogy for under 10. That's not a bad deal. Got Riders Republic for under 10. Rainbow Six Vegas 2? Shit. That game was fun. What is this? Heroes of Might and Magic, Olden Era. What I have a feeling they're just gonna fuck us again on this. Because it's Ubisoft. And Ubisoft does not know how to not fuck its customers. Ah, I gotta love it. All the fucking terrorists are coming over. Nice little news fucking article here about all these fucking terrorists coming over from fucking India. Boy, we're really just fucking handing up our fucking country to become the world's fucking international outhouse. Jesus fucking Christ. The Ubisoft statement? What statement? Which one? Oh, the one I made, yeah. Yeah, can't be trusted, man. Can't trust them. Yeah, can't fucking trust Ubisoft. That's a rug they'll pull out from fucking beneath you as quick as possible. As quick as humanly fucking possible, boys. What we got installed here, boys? Wonder what I can run without fucking cooking the fucking fuse. The breaker, whatever the fuck, same shit. Same shit, basically. One just doesn't have to be replaced, but same fucking difference. Excuse me. Man, the heat just fucking saps your energy, though. All right. Well, what are we doing for now? I don't think I got much more to do right now.
In some way, or at the very least, allowing customers, consumers to preserve the games. The point is, this movement is very pro-publisher. It leaves that choice up to the publisher. They have multiple options. It's really such a convincing argument, even if you are on the side of like game publisher, corporate executive type guy. As seen with The Crew, publishers like Ubisoft are fine with abruptly shutting down their games, eliminating all online functionality, and offering no recourse for people who want to play that game, maybe now, maybe somewhere down the line, and then offering no recourse for the player.
Is this good for the player?
And here's the phrase that really scares corporations, okay? Make sure you don't repeat this anywhere, okay? It's very offensive, all right? If buying isn't owning, piracy isn't stealing. It's important to note that Stop Killing Games
that's
is
a
not
fucking mic drop right
retroactive.
there, boys. That's a mic drop. I've heard that one before. Yeah, if buying isn't owning, pirating isn't stealing. Yeah. Yeah, 100%. I will 100% fucking agree. That is a 100% agree.
It is not unreasonable. It would not force every developer to turn on the servers for every dead game and keep them running indefinitely. Who's gonna do that for our boy Concord? Is the team that made MAG... Do I have MAG? I fucking do. Is the team that made MAG gonna have a high school reunion? This might actually be like a completely dead game. Is this playable in any way? Let me know in the comments. PlayStation Move? What the fuck? And you could make a whole ass video on why video game preservation is important. But let me just give you a personal example. There's a game called Command & Conquer Renegade, which, as far as I'm aware, nothing even comes close to its concept. It mixes RTS mechanics with first and third person shooter fundamentals. It would have been an utter tragedy if, when the GameSpy servers shut down, the game went with it. And here's where things are getting weird, because now I'm gonna give EA some props too. In a rare example of EA doing something good, they have allowed a team of passionate fans to resurrect Command & Conquer Renegade with their own free-to-play mod, Renegade X. You know, video games are a great escape for people, and there's something comforting knowing that one day, you know, you can go back and play something that you did years ago. Game preservation is important, and it's not just for random niche games.
Here's a list of some popular games that are all at risk of being destroyed at some time in the future. The Stop Killing Games movement sees any of these being destroyed as a problem, and they're exactly the kinds of games.
Here you go. Look. Stop Killing Games movement. Our stance, Pirate Software, based on his public comments, his stance.
That would start being protected if the initiative passed.
There's no way to be against the Stop Killing Games movement in a way that is pro-consumer
or pro-gamer.
Like
you
and
can't,
if it ain't,
that's pretty true. Oh shit! Oh shit! Bro brought out fucking LTG, bro.
pro-gamer, then I'm a big hater. Stop Killing Games was stuck around 400,000 signatures for months, and it seemed all hope was lost. Until now. Who deserves credit for this sudden resurgence? That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about Mr. Software. Now, unfortunately, Ross had done just about everything he could think of to push to get those 1 million signatures. And this guy is one hell of a diplomat. Very nice demeanor, passionate about games, doesn't really show any malice, hatred, contempt towards publishers or anyone. In fact, you'd be hard-pressed to find anyone that could actively dislike a guy like Ross, let alone publicly.
Okay, I really don't want to do this next part, but it's become a liability for the campaign for me not to. Our biggest critic by far is YouTuber and streamer Pirate Software. If your only exposure to Stop Killing Games has been this video, then you've been misinformed. This video is by someone who does not understand the campaign, has been trying to stop it, and has been making up what it is about.
Let's get scurvy, ladies and gentlemen.
Loud.
Let's get scurvy. Pirate Software has been the most vocal.
Let's get scurvy? What? Whoa, does he even know what scurvy is? Let's get scurvy? Did he just put on a pirate hat and say, let's get scurvy? I feel like the context of that doesn't really make sense. Let's get scurvy. What?
Stop Killing Games movement. Not only that, he has stated that he is actively seeking to convince people not to sign the initiative.
This is shit. Not only do I not want to back this, I'm going to actively tell people not to. That is awful. That is horrible.
Aw, brother, this guy stinks!
Has carefully crafted this persona of being a deep-voiced pro.
Was it a joke, though? Like, I don't think it was that, like, I don't know. Let's get scurvy. I don't know if it was. I don't know, maybe.
Pro hacker, former developer.
Maybe you're right. I don't know. It just sounded weird.
But most recently, some cracks have started to emerge. Most notoriously being his epic road.
I feel like he was just
hardcore WoW
saying a random term that he thought was piratey.
Pirate Software abandons his team, his sense of duty.
Maybe the joke just went over my head.
Intentionally sabotaging his own efforts to assist
Maybe the joke just went over my head.
Wasting mana on max level spells, not utilizing his toolkit. He fucked up. He made a misplay. That's okay. It happens. Just say you're sorry.
Yeah, the joke went over my head. I mean, it didn't go over my head. I know what scurvy is, but I don't really.
This is when the masks started to fall for people. My personal favorite quote from this.
Do you see my mana? What am I supposed to do for you?
If you were writing a narcissistic character, this is the perfect catchphrase.
Do you see my mana? What am I supposed to do for you?
Ah, bro, this animation! Bro, this animation! What the fuck is this animation?
If you were writing a narcissistic character, this is the perfect catchphrase.
Do you see my mana? What am I supposed to do for you?
I gotta find this. This has got to be a cartoon, right? Somebody made this, right? Damn it. No? No, that's not a full-length cartoon? Damn it. That's really disappointing, bro.
Diplomat. Very nice demeanor, passionate about game. In this heartbreaking moment, Pirate Software abandons his team, his sense of duty, and roaches out. Every man for himself, intentionally sabotaging his own efforts to assist his team by his sense of duty to emerge. Most pro gamer developer, most notoriously being his epic roach out in a hardcore WoW classic clip. In this heartbreaking moment, Pirate Software abandons his team, his sense of duty, and roaches out. Every man for himself, intentionally sabotaging his own efforts to assist his team by wasting mana on max level spells, not utilizing his toolkit. He fucked up. He made a misplay. That's okay. It happens. Just say you're sorry. Admit you fucked up.
Move on. Move the fuck on, bro. Admit it was your fault. Move the fuck on. Who cares, bro? You thought about it. Say sorry. It might make you feel better. Instead of fucking hanging around and being like, I'm mad about it still. Fucking just say, yeah, I fucked up, yo. Sorry, my guys. Sorry, my guys. I'm gonna try to fix that next round. I'm gonna try and fix that next round. But it's permadeath. I'm gonna fucking lose for you guys. I'll find a new fucking party who can carry me.
Grind back up the ladder. This is when the kind of turned him into a low. Can you pass the salt? Me. Catchphrase.
Do you see my mana? What am I supposed to do for you?
Brother, help me!
What am I supposed to do for you?
Hey, Dad, can you pass the salt? What am I supposed to do for you? So this kind of turned him into a lolcat because...
That was good. That was good. That was fucking good. He just fucking knocks the fucking salt over. Oh, shit.
Mistakes.
That was pretty funny.
Pretended like he didn't. It's kind of weird, dude. But then it started to get weirder. You see, Pirate had been up to some other shenanigans, including filing a DMCA takedown on an indie game that he thought used his voice and likeness. It's a fucking meme game called Idle Streaming Bonanza. It's a game that includes many streamers and basically just pokes fun at all of them. The thing of it is, there was no active build of the game with Pirate Software's voice. So when he filed a DMCA, He filed it maliciously and incorrectly. Not the first time we've dealt with someone who did.
Yeah, I'm gonna shut down here shortly anyway.
On vacation, Pirate was completely
debut a new video,
and I think it says something about a guy whose first reaction to learning his voice has been used in a video game that is essentially just a shitpost is to immediately try and take it down. Like, who does that?
We're going to take you to court. You're going to lose. You cannot use somebody's likeness or voice in any way inside of your games without their permission. Welcome to the Finding Out timeline, bud. What am I supposed to do for you?
We're all on the internet. We all get made fun of on here.
As much as you're angry right now, of course I ran. Yeah, no, he was doing it maliciously and using my voice. Gloated about it all over Reddit.
And this post has, guess how many upvotes? 27. What the creator of this game had done is just posted a clip on Reddit of what it would be like if Pirate Software was in the game.
And the only reason I'm fighting this is because he's removing my game from Steam when he's not on it. That's the issue I have with it. All the other issues I'm fine with.
Like Pirate Software.
All right, boys. I'm out of here. Get ready. Redirect over. Pokken tournament intro is coming up next. That'll be live in about 3 or 4 minutes. So make sure you stick around for the redirect. Head on over. Check out Pokken. I'm going to be uploading more content for that. I got more Pokemon content coming. Fantasy Life. All kinds of stuff. So stay tuned in, please. If you wouldn't mind, go drop a like on any videos you enjoy. And share, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you're watching this after the fact, thanks. And I'll catch you guys later.